On guys, today we're going to be installing a tail tidy on my 450SS. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to make it pretty easy for you. It basically just gets rid of this awful Fender. It's a Fender Eliminator, tail tidy, whatever you want to call it. Same thing, doesn't really matter. That being said, that's what we're doing today. We're going to do that, and then we're going to go riding for the night, but that'll be a different video. So enjoy it. I'm gonna do the best I can to film this, but it's just I just kind of want to get it done. So I will explain everything as I go, but I don't know how well I'm gonna do as far as like showing you the actual process of doing stuff, but I'll keep you updated as I go. So one of the first things that I do know that we need to do is we need to grab the key, and then right here is a little tiny keyhole. You do that, and it opens up the rear seat. And then it comes off. Easy enough, right? Pretty neat. Now, I have my registration and everything in here. I probably should have taken that out before I washed the bike. That was not smart of me. Nice. So, the next thing you need to do is take this seat off, which you just pull the corners up, and it exposes that little bolt right there, and I will give you a little heads up. Almost everything on this bike that is an Allen key is a T5. Just take that for what you will. And once you get those out, you just pull it up and back and it's done. And if you didn't know, most bikes come with a little tiny toolkit in here. All right, so now the next thing is you have this bolt here, another one up in here, and then you have this center one and the same on the other side. And then after that, you also have to take out all these little Phillips heads here as well. And then this whole piece should pull off. So I messed up. I didn't need to take this screw out right here. I needed to take these two screws right here. Don't be too scared of this. I'm being a little bit cautious, but it'll come out. You just gotta get it out. Okay, so underneath this tie, you have this black grommet here. It's gonna be zip tied in. You can just slip it out. Then you have a removable zip tie that you just press down on this little tab right here and pull it out. And then you can literally just grab all these wires and push this black cover back, and it'll give you all your connections. Now all these connections here, so you push this black thing back, and then you have all these connections right here. And these connections, if I can get this stupid tie back to stay down, this is gonna be your plate illuminator, your turn signals, brake lights, all that stuff is all right here. So you do have to unplug all 6 of these bullet connectors here. Alright, so once you unplug all 6 of these wires, you're now ready to actually take the fender off, and it's going to be 3 bolts down here. They are 1/2 inch. Alright, so you have 5 more Allen keys, and this will come apart. I'm just gonna zip them off because obviously we don't need them because we're not using this again. And you know, the good thing about this mod is that everybody wants the mod, so it's not something you really have to worry too much about with resale. what's holding this together now? Oh, actually, I lied. There's 2 more down here. All right. So you only have to do this if your Fender Eliminator uses the stock lights, for the record. Because if you're not using stock light or stock turn signals, then you don't need to necessarily worry about this step at all. So just know that. All right, so there is one more thing that we need to double check on, or not necessarily double check on, but make sure that we pay attention to. So this is how it was on the back of the bike. So this is going to be our left turn signal, our right turn signal. That matters because these wires are color coded. So we need to know that. So green and orange are going to be our left turn signal. Green and blue are going to be our right turn signal. We will remember this, I hope. All right, so these nuts and bolts, or nuts here that hold the turn signals on, are going to be a 9/16 wrench, just so you know. That way you don't end up getting confused whenever a 5/8 doesn't fit, because that's what everybody tells you to use is a 5/8, and it's not right. So learn that the hard way. Not that it was very difficult, but 9/16, we'll get these out. Now let's remember that green and blue are our right turn signal. Okay, so this all came in a million pieces, so I went ahead and put it together because it was very confusing. So it actually comes with this bracket here that is already pre-notched with the things, so the turn signals go in the same orientation. So that was kind of nice. And then it comes with this little bracket piece here to put the plate on that I will put on after I get it all installed. Now the next problem, I guess, that we have to come across is figuring out what to do with these wires, getting them back inside of there. I don't know if that's gonna just kind of go in there or not. I don't know. I don't know what to expect here, so wish me luck, I guess. Okay, so I just test fitted here. These wires actually do go between the standoffs here, no problem. Now, I don't have any little black zip ties, but I do have this one, so we're just gonna make it work. I'm going to just zip tie this so that they all come right here, because I just want it to be as clean as I can make it. So we're just gonna do that. And then I think from there, I think it'll just kind of work. So I'm gonna cut this off, get this in and bolt it up, and then I will be back. Okay, so we've got one started. I'm gonna get this next one started too real quick. All right, now I'm going to actually take these wires and try to spread them out as best I can up here. Not sure how well this is gonna do or if it's even gonna be helpful, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, so those are all in there now. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up now with the ratchet. All right, so that's up in there now. Now we have the fun part of getting all of these wires figured out and connected. I really hate this little strap here. It's really getting on my nerves. All right, so we're going to push this back yet again. Don't know why it decided to fall back into place. I don't want it here. We have to figure this out. So I will be back because this is too hard to do while filming. Okay, So I got all that squared away, tucked back into its little cubby. Everything works. Right turn signal, left turn signal, and then tag light is on. So everything's good now. Everything is squared away. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together. Same way it came off. I will I'll film it, but probably just time lapse it because I don't see the need to do all this. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Fender Eliminator is on, uses the factory turn signals, and has the reverse light built in. This thing's nice, especially for, I think I only paid like 20 bucks. So, all the wires tuck in the factory spot. These are still the factory turn signals, and they even come with the notch outs inside. This thing is actually impressive. I'm very, very happy with it.